How's it going, Martians? Welcome back to the report. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let's drop that down, get that out of the screen. And let's talk about this price. Let's talk about this price action. Guys, who was here yesterday? Who was in the live stream yesterday when I was saying that we were bottoming? I had a lot of people saying, nah, it's going to keep going lower. Nah, it's going down. This guy is hyping. Nah, it's not going up. What's it been doing all morning? All morning. Guys. What I said at 20 cents. I said what? What did I say yesterday? I said, that we touched off 20 cents. I think that we'd go a little bit lower. I think we'd come down into 19.9. I said 19.9. You can go back in yesterday's stream and check. What did we hit? 19.99 or 19.97. Right there. It happened. Like I said, I told it. Called it. Now, I don't always call it right, obviously. That's why I always advocate that I'm not a financial advisor, right? But when I call a price, tends to be I'm right. Aside from when I get a little hypish, when we get up into those like really high ranges where we could be breaking out for like seeing a single parabolic move of 100 or 200% move in one day. Those ranges I get a little excited sometimes, you know what I mean? But like right now, we're doing everything that I projected for the last 4 days now, and we're doing it a little bit quicker than intended even, right? It's happening a little bit faster even, because like I redrew our lines here from that I removed the other day because I removed that just so we could see things, but this is basically what the line was. You can go back and check the videos, basically identical to it. It was just obviously my time frame of thinking this is going to play out over like a 2-week period has been condensed into just 1 week, right? And so we'll see. This might be a short-term leg up, and that would actually be bearish, to be honest, to be completely frank. If we resist off of this guy, right, then that's what we're going to be looking at. We're in a symmetrical essentially right now, right? We need to break above this. Now, before this, obviously, we were in a symmetrical also, just a little bit smaller symmetrical, but we climbed above it. So either way you draw it, like we're either just outside of a symmetrical climbing, or we're still in a symmetrical based off of our previous high we just got like an hour ago, or at the close of the last hour. Really, this first one's probably a more accurate way to draw it, but for now, we'll draw it as this one, right? And we'll see if we can break above this. Now, what we do have here, I'm going to get rid of these real quick. What we do have, though, is the price now testing above the 6.1 on the fib right there. See that? So I'm going to hop in here on the 30-minute, I think. Yeah, 30-minute. We got to close just above it, even though it sold back down. We closed above it. Now we're fishing right below it right now. But we'll see. So we'll see if this continues. If we can keep up above this and hold above this this fib range. Oh, you advertisements. TradingView's gotta throw those at us, right? They want me to buy the pro, but I won't do it because I can use all the tools I need without paying for pro. At any rate, we're right there. We're right in this definitive range, right? If we break above 21.8 here, we really want to just break in the 22 cent range. If we break into that, then we have all the confirmation in the world that we should be going to 25 cents, right? Should absolutely be going to 25 cents if we can break above this range. If not, if we collapse from here, we're gonna test a new low that might be down here at 19.4, right? So it might dip a little bit lower than I drew here, but it'll come and test off of this previous resistance. This previous resistance should act as support if all is well, right? We'll test here, and then we'll bounce again, and then we'll hope that it'll at most, honestly, we'll hope for a double bottom at 19.9 again. But if it comes down here and tests, then anybody who took a position up here at 20, you'll get one more chance probably to exit around basically 21 cents essentially, like probably 21 even, somewhere around here. Actually, probably right here actually, because this was acting as resistance right here. So this range will be your exit point if this collapses and you entered in here and we don't double bottom at the essentially 19.9, right? If we go down to 19.4 then you'll be looking for the rebound to exit that short position that you bought in at on the rebound up. Because if we realistically, if this doesn't continue upward, if this breaks bearish, and it looks like it is, it looks like there's somebody out there listening to stream like, oh man, we gotta try and sell this out. Let's see if we can. Ooh, that's a nice little wick. We'll see what happens there. But if we can keep this growth going and we don't set we don't break bearish on this relatively short-term trend, right? So for now, let's draw a neckline. Let's draw a rising neckline here. Oh wow, that literally actually just tested perfect. So it tested, maybe not. All right. So let's draw that up there. We'll avoid using wicks. We'll try and keep it to the actual candle closes. So actually, even when you go off candle closes, that wick didn't even go down. So we want to stay above this range over the next few hours and get a strong hourly, perhaps even a 4-hour close. I don't think we got a 4-hour close yet. No, we have. Sorry if you can hear the weed whacker outside. Let me grab my window open. No, I don't even have my window open, so there's nothing I can do about that if you guys can hear the weed whacker outside. So sorry. Yeah, wicking down to 2104. Yeah, so this is good though. Like, we're still staying in this trend here, so obviously we're climbing healthily, so that's good. On the 30-minute, again, this is just like a short-term wick, so we'll see if that reverses. Maybe that's just a relief, bring our Fibonacci down. Now, our RSI down. Now we are very overheated on our RSI actually. If you look here, we've actually triple topped here. So there is indication on the half-hour chart at least that we should see a cool-off period. That should actually come soon. So if we break this neckline here, then what we want to see happen. How would I draw that? Probably like that. No. That's not how it would work. It would be resistance that turned into support. So something like, probably like that. Actually, I'll just draw a resistance. I'll just go off the horizontal resistance here, and we'll see where we want. Yeah. So this was resistance, turned to support here. Was pretty choppy here. So if we break down from here, then we want to find support at 2108, or 2008 rather. And if that can't be maintained, and it probably won't be maintained because the RSI on the half hour is pretty overheated, because we had a really nice run up here. Let's see what the hourly is. The hourly's doing very similar thing right now too. So it probably needs it actually does need to cool down. Because that was it's a bit too heated for what we're getting right now. Now the 4-hour, it's still in a moderate range, so it could get a breakout here. But regardless, it does need to cool off still because, pardon me, it ramped up really fast, right? So I'm probably streaming right at the peak of this, to be honest. So this might be a bad situation as far as like short term. But as long as we can set a higher low, and a higher low would be anywhere really between this 20 cent and probably this guy right here too. So between 2008 and 2004, then we're going to be looking forward to a relief rally back up and trying to break above this resistance, essentially this descending, this lower low here. And even if we really want to break above this lower low, but as long as we can, if this corrects from here, as long as we can break above this 21.48, then we'll be happy. We'll be set in a situation where we should see continuation from there, even if it like wobbles for a little bit. And maybe this is just like a short little bubble in the this trend that I'm plotting out here, right? So we'll see how that works out over the next few days. But irregardless, overall, I'm excited to see what we're seeing right now. It looks good to me, especially since we still, regardless, set a higher low on this dip, on this short-term dip, right? And this higher low was at what was our previous resistance, right? We talked about this yesterday. This previous resistance right here at 20 or at 19 cents, essentially at 20 cents. This was resistance all the way back to December 18th, right? And it's turned into support right here, so that's a good sign still. So as long as this is the real deal, right? We can break this at 20.08 or at 20 cents and 20.8 cents. We can break this at 20.4 cents. But if we break 20, then things are going to be bearish, right? Then we stop sitting here hoping for this to go up to 25, and we just hope to stay above 18, 17 cents again, right? And we're just going to see this go flat. To Starius2, thank you so much for the $5 donation, brother. What I'm using for charting right now is called TradingView. You can go check out TradingView. They have, it's pretty awesome, awesome website. You can basically see XRP on any exchange. Right now we're watching on Bitstamp, and that's because Bitstamp is a relatively low volume exchange, and it tends to just follow the market as opposed to being one of the exchanges that's highly manipulated like a lot of others are. Like Binance, you're going to see most of your manipulation on exchanges like Binance. From my experience, they're the ones that have the largest wicks that occur, where people are trying to margin trade essentially. But yeah, definitely give it a go if you like looking at charts and drawing up your own lines and seeing things for yourself. But we'll hop into I'm gonna hop in the chat real quick. So let's see. I'm gonna scroll up here a little bit. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody since I didn't when we first started. Sammy the Bulls, Sir Captain Sticks, Andrew Nation, obviously, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Moneybags, not Bob. How's it going, dude? I love the slogan, not Bob. I saw you in Brad's stream last night when he gave you the shout out. That's great. Brian Caffeine Harris, hopefully you've had your caffeine today, dude. Lazy Lay, how's it going? Yo, it's all going to the moon on a beautiful balloon, XRP baby. I would love us to just rocket ship up from here. You know, I've got healthy enough bags that I won't have any regrets, but you know, I know a lot of people out here would like to get a little heavier bags, so we'll see who XRP appeases, right? We'll see if it gives the people who want to get a little bit more some more time to accumulate, or if we're just going to end January with a bang, right? Staff Sergeant of the Marines, cup and handle on the daily apparently doesn't mean a thing to XRP. Let's see. Well, we're still trying to form that handle, brother. You know, we're not there yet, right? We gotta get back up to the neckline at 22 cents before the handle is formed, and that's really what I drew here, right? Like when I was drawing this out, I was expecting a cup and then a handle here, and that would signal continuation up to this range, right? Now, yeah, I don't see. Yeah, you didn't mean like an inverse cup and handle. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, Staff Sergeant. It's a large trend. It's a longer term trend, so it's gonna take a few days for it to play out. Still, we just have to be hopeful that it continues, right? But it's looking good so far. Ben Howard, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning out. Razor RP XRP, let's go, dude. Overdose data. Kevin Harding, I just pretending to sell out. That's why it's popping again. The moon is out too. Hell yeah, bro. Sometimes I feel like that, right? That's why I joined in on that hashtag sold XRP meme, because I was like, you know, maybe if they think that I sold out my XRP, maybe the powers that be will let it pump. But you know, it's just a little conspiracy. It's fun. I love it. Good stuff, brother. Philip, hope this is the start of a run up. I do too, dude. I do as well. We'll see what happens. D Daniels, let's go. Gary Welding, what's up? How's it go? What's up? XRP's up. Absolutely, bro. Shu, how's it going, my brother? Hope you're doing good over there. Staying safe in Korea. They haven't put you on a ship yet, have they? Hopefully. I feel like Shu would be like our inside guy if things are actually going to be going south between the U.S. and Iran. I think he'd be one of the first people notified that he's being shipped out. So let us know, bro. Let us know what's going on. Loving the movement in XRP today. Me as well, Shu. Absolutely, it's great. Lazy Lay, Everyone open your window wide and shout XRP. Hell yeah. Share on all platforms, dudes. Absolutely. Everybody, if you're a regular viewer and you want to help me out with my stream, definitely share the stream on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever social media platforms you do. If you enjoy my content, if you want other people to come check me out, if you think I deserve it, by all means, hit it up. Otherwise, just leaving a like, that helps a lot too. We have 24 likes, 64 of y'all on the stream, so I could really use some likes, pump up those algos. It'll help get more people notified. And BAT is pumping to us too. Let's see. Kevin Harding says, everyone pretends to sell and price spikes. Typically happens. Just don't really sell. Absolutely, dude. That's how it works. Papa Bear XRP, what's up? It's following BTC. That's all, folks. Really? Because BTC is only up 3.65%. XRP is up 3.94%. Bitcoin started its run up a whole day after XRP went up 10%. No. Actually, XRP started this run up in price before Bitcoin as well. So no, Bitcoin's following XRP. If you actually follow timestamps and not just, looking at this, if you actually look at the times, XRP moved first. So Bitcoin's following XRP. And actually, that's actually not too uncommon, to be honest, Papa Bear. That's actually a really common thing XRP does, and Bitcoin seems to follow. I think part of me, the paranoid, the conspiracy theorist in me likes to say that it's the Bitcoiners, the big whales in Bitcoin, trying to keep Bitcoin's price gains equivalent or a little bit better than XRP, so that people aren't looking at XRP and being like, oh man, I should sell this crap Bitcoin I got here, go get some XRP. I feel, but that's just conspiracy, obviously. It's just fun. Chi-Town XRP, Mushroom, what's up? Still enjoying Malaysia? Loving it over here, man. Aside from the weed whackers, somebody's going to town on their entire backyard. I feel like they're weed whacking their entire backyard right now, because the people's yards in this neighborhood aren't exactly big, and he's been going for a minute. So hopefully you guys can't hear that too loud. Hopefully it's not too loud. Again, some apologies for that. The TA is what I like. Reminds me of when I first subbed, right? That is what we were doing on this channel primarily when I first started out. We were covering the technical analysis. We were going over trade positions. So kind of going back to the roots. I do have an article that we're going to go over too once I'm done chatting with, or getting to everybody that's in the chat. So we'll jump into this this other individual in their technical analysis that's posted on You today. Once I work through here, I'm almost done with all the chat. So anybody that's getting impatient, don't worry, we'll get back into it. I'm almost done with everybody in chat. So Crypto Dictator, Twitter says XRP burn rate has increased to 23.9 XRP per minute. What's going on? Wow. No, I won't do that to you. I won't torture your ears with that. I have not. I don't know. Has the crypto XRP burn rate actually increased? I haven't seen that. I'll have to look into that. Can anybody else confirm? It sounds like that might just be some nonsense. To be honest, the only reason XRP's burn rate should increase, well, actually, the only reason XRP burn rate should increase is if there is a dramatic increase in volume, but the price is remaining lower than the volume rate of increase, right? So, because the way that the burn rate increase is done, it's based upon the number of transactions on the network. So that's probably what's going on, but I don't think the amount of XRP being burned per transaction is going up. So that's probably what's going on, Crypto Dictator, is that the volume's up. What is our volume at right now? Well, that's interesting. It's saying that it's almost 2 billion in volume, 1.7 billion essentially in volume on CoinMarketCap. So that is pretty decent volume. Let's see what that compares to previously. We've had some really high volume days in the past, but if you look here on our 1 month, our volume is growing, and we actually hit a lull here on the 8th through the 10th, right? But that lull was a higher low in volume than our previous low here, or we're really even like any low we've had probably all the way back to here. What's this at? This is 1.5. This was 1.3. So it's a little bit lower volume than this one. So we'll see what happens if the volume continues to climb. If this is a peak, then it might just trough down and how long have we been without sound, guys? I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, let's see. Martian, no sound. Okay, so it seems like people just started saying no sound just a little bit ago. Hopefully it wasn't for too long there. My bad. My mic is on my right-hand side. And, no, you're not massively late, Jesse. I'm just, like, addressing chat because people were blowing up chat today. So I wanted to get in, shout everybody out. Yeah, so we're good on the sounds now. All right, so let me jump into this article because I wasted a good 10 minutes on, well, wasted, but I just used a good 10 minutes of everybody's time talking to everybody in chat. So I'll get back to the chat here after we cover this TA article. I noticed a lot of people dropped off the chat or dropped out of the like 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, so half the time I was talking, like you didn't even have sound. Fantastic. Maybe that's why people left. It wasn't because I was talking to people. I was worried that people were like getting tired of me like talking to everybody in chat instead of covering the news and TA. But I'll get back to chat. I just want to cover this article real quick. This is from Yuri Molchan. And so his article is XRP's price behavior in 2020 to be determined by XRP price action in January from a crypto trader. Now, I agree with the title, right? I haven't read through the article, but I agree with the title. That's why I wanted to read through it here with you guys in chat. Because really what XRP does over the course of the next few like days to 2 weeks, it's really going to define what happens with XRP over the next 6 months to potentially the whole year, right? So we'll see what happens there. But let's jump into this article, see what's going on. So after a recent price rise to the peak of 21 level, which didn't we hit 22? We hit 22, yeah. We hit a solid 22 cents. We even had hourly closes at 22 cents. But you know, for whatever reason, there's so many people that just don't want to talk about the actual price points that XRP's hit. But you know, whatever. So after hitting 21% level, XRP has moved back a little and is currently trading around 20 cent spot. But 21. When was this article written? I should actually check that. Was it today or yesterday? Okay, so this was written like literally just hours ago, right? So I don't know what's going on here. This is like a 4-hour old article. So whatever. Anyway, the community remains extremely bullish, hoping that this year the price will start increasing towards higher gains. XRP to head to 24 cents. I think that we all can agree that this seems to be our short-term price point, right? 24 cents, 25 cents if we're bullish. But crypto trader Leb Crypto believes that January is going to be crucial for further price action of XRP throughout the year. Chances are equal for a bullish or bearish outcome, he says. Bullish and bearish scenarios. It is my conviction that XRP is at a most critical crossroad this month. This month's price action will determine XRP's 2020, whether a bullish or bearish bias. It's very difficult to tell, to be honest. Manage your risk is very important. Let's see. And so yeah, what he's drawn here is a bear. You know, it's a descending wedge essentially, right? And so in traditional circumstances, this would be a bullish indicator, especially since it's tightened now and it's run out of room to really go up or down from where we're at. So by most indications, we should actually be seeing the price break out of this trend and go to something new and higher. But you know, markets are irrational, so we'll see. We are all tired, bro. I feel it. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted that it's been such a downward trend too. But you know, it's given me plenty of time to accumulate more. I've gotten some pretty hefty purchases as far as like amount of XRP I've bought because of this price being so low. So we'll see. At any rate, back to the article here. Some of Some other of the most active members in the XRP community are also bullish and suggest that the coin's price is likely to head towards 23 to 24 cents soon. So Sir Gordon Gecko, obviously awesome follow at Sir Gordon 369 over on Twitter. Give him a follow. Sir Gordon Gecko is awesome. And he says XRP time to move to 23.5 to 24 cents. And he's I think he's really showing off more than anything. He's showing the cross of, which I can't tell which ranges these are. Maybe the 20 day and the 100 day. Maybe it's hard to tell because he doesn't it's not expand out. I think it's the 20 moving average and the 20 to 50 moving average and the 100 day moving average they've crossed here. That's what it looks like at least. So we got a golden cross on the 20 and 100 day by the looks of it. Also, Crypto Bull, can't wait for the haters to FOMO buy XRP at 50 cents tomorrow. Well, that was a little premature saying that on January 6th, but you know, he was just about spot on that the price is going to rally, right? Because what, on the 6th, depending on what time he said at the 6th, that might have been kind of clairvoyant. He called the a 10% pump. You know, he called a 100% pump, you know, essentially before we had a 10%, maybe. I don't know. It was at 4 p.m., so he called it after the 10% pump. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The death cross. Well, no. Death cross is when... Oh, I guess that is your... No. Death cross would be when the shorter term moving average goes under your longer term moving average, and this is definitely the reverse of that, which is a golden cross. So let's see. SBI Virtual also goes on to talk about SBI Virtual Currency. Trade opens 2 new XRP addresses. So the Major Ripple, I haven't heard this actually, so this is news to me even. Major Ripple's partner SBI, so here's some news for y'all. VC Trade has recently set up 2 new XRP addresses, and this information has been confirmed by XRP Scan. SBI Holdings provides financial services on assets management, etc. So new addresses available. Do we know what they're for yet? They don't say. You know, the tweet from Moran Tamo over at Moran Ski. I'm not familiar with Moran, but let's see. Let's go check out Moran. He seems to be posting a fair bit of news. He's retweeting a lot, so I'll give him a follow over here. Go give Moran a follow. I like him because he got One Punch Man, and One Punch Man's fantastic. You know, for all my fellow weebs out there. Not really. One Punch Man's just it's just fantastic. It's hilarious. It makes fun of anime, so that's why I like it. So anyway, the community believes 2020 to be bullish for XRP. So it looks like the first steps in that direction have been taken. However, a lot of experts and retail investors believe that as long as Ripple keeps selling 1 billion XRP every month, the price of the asset will most likely remain low. Hold up. What expert and retail investor believes that XRP is selling 1 billion XRP a month, or that Ripple's selling 1 billion XRP a month? Because they didn't even sell... They barely, sold 1 billion XRP all last year. In a whole year. Yeah. This is ridiculous. So I mean, I think that after reading that, it's pretty safe to say that Yuri Molchan here is an XRP skeptic? Maybe a trader believes that January is going to be crucial. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's see what some of his other articles are real quick. See what else he said about XRP, because that's just okay. So there's a bearish title too. XRP most likely to hit, some traders believe. So that's neutral again. That's basically what he just posted. XRP remains 10% as Weiss rating predicts most noticeable growth could follow. That's bullish. So he's kind of all over. So he's he's probably fair, but this final paragraph is just total tripe. What? Who says that they sell 1 billion XRP a month? Or what expert's saying that they sold 1 billion XRP a month? That's just absurd, right? Come on now. They release 1 billion from escrow every month. That does not mean they sell 1 billion. I don't think that we've even sold half a billion in a month yet, you know? So, wow, that's interesting. But at any rate, there's 102 people in the stream. Guys, please do me a big favor and hit that like. Help plug the stream, help promote it so that we can get even more viewers in here. And we'll go back to the TA. I'll recover the charts from my perspective, not from what somebody over here, you today, is saying by spreading false information that Ripple is selling 1 billion XRP every month. Oh my goodness, that's just freaking insane. First, before we jump into TA here, I'll just bring up the charts, and I'll bring up the 1 minute so that you guys can watch this short-term plays. That wick was crazy, actually. That I figured that we'd see continuation down here with such a strong like sell pressure, but that was a sharp wick up, so this might actually continue on another leg up here because this wicked so hard and is holding support here. But we'll jump into that. I want to get into the comments because you guys are like just blowing me up today. So let's see. Sammy the Bulls, you scared me saying we have no sound. I had to check my mic, make sure it's still plugged in. Let's see. Rich beyond your imagination at 30K. Yeah, no doubt. Jesse XRP world. It's coming. 100K XRP and you could be a king. I mean, a king of maybe an African nation or a third world nation for sure, Shu. But, you know, I think most people will be able to feel like kings in most parts of the world with even you know, even 10, 20,000 XRP. You'll feel pretty fantastic and when this thing all comes to fruition, you know, depending on how long you hold. Perfect stable Sharpie genius. He calls a pump every day. Hey, guess what? Guess what, perfect Sharpie genius? Guess what? We pumped today. Hey, guess what? Yesterday I called a pump, right? Yesterday I said, okay guys, we're gonna see a leg up from here. We tested off 20 cents. I think that we could come down to 19.9. We came down to 19.9, like I said yesterday. But like I also said yesterday, we're gonna bounce off 19.9 and we're gonna climb back up. And guess what? Because technical analysis is actually a thing, it did. I don't call pumps unless there's evidence for it, bro. But thank you for being a troll. Thank you for being a troll and giving me the opportunity to validate myself through the way the price has actually moved based upon a call I made yesterday. Thank you for making me look like a lot smarter than I probably actually am because you know, I was prophetic for once, right? Not for once. I actually, you know, I say for once, but I have to say that ever since November, I've actually been pretty accurate with my calls. I'd say that I've had at least an 80% accuracy with my price calls since like the beginning of November, which has actually been astounding to me because back in July, June, I was probably like 50-50, maybe even like 40-60 in making bad calls. But ever since July, I've just seemed to my ratio just keeps getting better and better. So no, I think you're just upset that I made a good call yesterday, bro. Shu, yep, the other way. Let's see here. I'm gonna go for bigger comments because I think a lot of people are just saying, Crypto Mandingo, any recommendations on storage? Yes, you should absolutely store. If you're talking about where to store your cryptocurrencies, your XRP, you should absolutely get a Nano Ledger. Absolutely. You can go to their website, which is in the description of my video. You can use my link. It'll give me I think it's like $5 or $10 that I get for every person that buys a Nano Ledger through my link. Or if you know you'd rather just buy it straight from the website, go ahead straight to the Nano Ledger. But regardless, I recommend Ledger. It's in my opinion the safest way to store. I have multiple ledgers that I store all my cryptos on myself, and I have a pretty substantial amount of XRP and that I store on it. So you know, it's just the safest way to store. You don't have to worry about an exchange shutting down or removing access to your country or any nonsense like that. You know, as long as it's on your ledger, you get your private keys, you control your crypto. Just keep those private keys safe. Keep them in a safe, like a safety, like a safe, an actual safe, a fireproof safe lockbox, or like a bank vault or something like that. Because like that is, if you lose your keys, you lose your crypto when it comes to Ledger. But it's the best way to store it. It's the safest way to store it. Razor was trolling. Pay me no mind, bro. I missed what you were saying. Oh, the death. Oh, okay, yeah, talking about the death cross. Yeah. Shu, you reach your bag goals yet? Oh, talking to Jesse. I use Nano and Celsius Network. Yeah, Nano is fantastic. I'm not familiar with Celsius Network. I haven't really looked into that yet, but have to look into it, see what it's all about. Steve Willits, 100K XRP, and you could have Prince Harry's spot. Maybe, right? That sounds legit to me. XRP Aussie, hi Martian. Good to see you. Hope to see big XRP price coming soon. I think we all do, bro. And you know, it's been some nice healthy growth over the past week. So let's just hope that this bullish trend continues. Hopefully, like it's been for this last week too, the gains that we get this 10% pump. Hopefully, when we get another leg up, we see another strong correction back. That way we can fill gaps, right? When we climb, we don't want there to be gaps. And right now there's no gap. There's no gap. So it can climb from here, and it can climb all the way up to 25 cents, and then it can correct all the way back down to 22 to even 21 cents to fill that gap. You know, a gap would be like if the price didn't correct from 20 cents down to 19, then there'd be a gap here of about 4% that didn't fill, because this area, this white candle here that we had, right, this big white candle right here, that would have created a gap in the price. And there's this tendency, it's not like a science, but there's a tendency that when the price ramps up really quickly or dumps really quickly, that it's going to do its best to fill the gaps that it creates in the movements, right? Like you see here, obviously the price has moved, you know, in these ranges and filled all this area in, and whereas like with this jump up, before this like dump we had here, this was all empty space, you know. There was no trading here. We weren't creating any liquidity in this range, essentially, right? We weren't creating any resistance in this range. And so what's going on now is that it's testing off the resistance. The price is testing off the resistance that we created in this range, all right? So that's why you want to see the price do this. This is actually healthy to see it correct like this. So I'm happy with doing this. I hope it continues to play like this. And honestly, I'd be content if it just like traded sideways in this for, you know, really even like, you know, maybe even like towards the end of the month, and then we get a rally. Even in early February we get a rally, you know. As long as we don't break lower, as long as we don't break below the 19-cent range, then I'll be happy with what we've seen so far in January. But I know a lot of people want to see the price go high. But like Service Tech said, a slow, steady rise is on the horizon, and that's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully it continues. That's what we're seeing, at least for now, right? So let's see. Spicing up the chat. You're stirring the pot more, like Razor. Vet Bro, what's up? Every goal you hit, then a new one is made. Absolutely, dude. That's how it works, you know. If XRP continues to give us opportunities to buy it low while the fundamentals are still fantastic, then buy low, right? Just buy low. Buy low, be ready to sell high when it happens. Let's see, Jesse XRP. I purchased my highest bag at 88 cents. Youcha. Hopefully, what's your lowest bag was at 7 though, so you gotta have a. What's your average at, Jesse? If you don't mind me asking. That's a pretty crazy margin. So like you expected that we were going to see a relief rally, or that we were just getting like a temporary dump, I'm assuming. Hey Martian, any possibility of being a mod? Yeah, sure. I can pass you mod. You've been around for a while, Jesse, so I don't mind adding you to the mods list. And Shu actually should be a mod as well, even though he didn't ask for it. The power is yours, Shu. Carl Lewis, yeah, I agree with Andrew, but I don't know will know IKEA. Or everyone will know IKEA. Wait, what? What'd you say? Shut up, IKEA is junk. Hey, IKEA is fantastic, okay? Cheap furniture that looks good, okay? It just doesn't last long, all right? It's good stuff. It's made of cardboard. It's recycled. It's good for the environment. It's good for your lungs. I don't know. I'm just making crap up now. XRP ain't going anywhere. Just patience will pay off. That's probably more accurate than not, Andrew. Like it'll probably remain range bound for like the next few days, but we'll see. You know, there's plenty of indications that it could absolutely continue up to 25 cents, especially with how it's playing right now. But I think that for the short term, you know, our RSI got really overheated on the hourly. I think on the 4-hour even is pretty rough. The 4-hour needs to cool down as well. Like it's still in a good range. It could still go up to 60, 70, but like it's meeting resistance right here. So it likely needs to cool down on the 4-hour just a little bit. The daily is actually in a good situation. The daily could actually see a jump up because it never even touched the 60 or touched the 70. It stopped at 66. So it could definitely take another leg up on the daily. But on our shorter time frames, we need to cool off. So I think that we could see the price for today at some point here, this bullish momentum to run out, and we'll see something like this, and then we'll jump, right? So it'll move in this range between my white lines. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens though. Let's see. Aussie or XRP Aussie, I'm all in. I have a lot of XRP and fingers and toes crossed. I'm hoping to pay off my $850,000 mortgage. Holy crap, that's a massive mortgage, bro. You gonna rent that place out? I don't know. If you were listening to the stream yesterday, I don't advise people to own anything unless they're planning to, you know, generate profit off that thing that they're investing their money into. You know, it's like, why are you putting money in XRP? Because you want to make a profit. Well, take that profit and make a profit for you, right? Have your profits make you profit. Philip, with Celsius also getting paid interest in XRP right now, you're getting a lot of XRP, so extra good, I think. Whereas if XRP was a lot higher, you'd be getting less XRP. What's the interest on Celsius right now? I tend to avoid those, a lot of those, to be honest. Like a lot of those interest-bearing wallets, namely because I just, like, that's actually why I didn't get into BitTrue. Because, like, it seems, it feels unsafe, and I personally, because it's taken me 2 years to accumulate how much XRP I do have, you know, and it's not been an easy path for me. I just prefer to keep it as safe as possible and keep it on a ledger, you know. But if you want to share that information for other people about Celsius's interest rates, I'll share it out, and you know, people can do their own research and invest or store their XRP through Celsius at their own risk. Because I haven't done any research on it, as I've said, but if other people want to look into it, by all means. Lazy Lay, maybe what? I missed it. Okay. Somebody said, shout out for something. Martian, I appreciate your content. Your content keeps my feet on the ground and my head in the clouds. Absolutely, Jeff. And that's really like what I'm glad that that's how you feel watching my content, because that's really the goal I have, right? Is to keep everybody hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst, right? Hope for the absolute best. That way, when things start to turn, you know, when everything turns up roses, you're going to be prepared and not worried about when do I sell, because we already know what's going to happen when this market rallies, right? It's not stopping at $4 when it rallies, right? Everybody knows that. If you've been paying attention to the fundamentals on my channel and on other fundamentalist channels for a while, it's not stopping at $4 when it rallies. It's probably not stopping at even a 5x of its previous all-time high around $20. It's probably going to $50 to $100 on the first leg of the new paradigm when it enters it, right? That's like the most probable is $50 to $100. And then after that, things, you know, it depends. Do we get a second leg in the bull run after? After we cool off at that $50 to $100 range, do we get a second leg up? If we do, then that second leg, if it goes to 50, then we're going to 250. If it goes to 100, then we're probably going to, you know, like hashtag 589, you know, beyond 589. But we'll see what happens. We have to wait for the first new paradigm range to be set before we can call what goes after. Just don't sell anything when we hit all-time high. Yeah, exactly. If you sell XRP at the all-time high, if you sell any at the all-time high, when XRP returns the all-time high, after 2 years of bear volume, you're going to hate yourself within 6 months. Within 6 months of us hitting our previous all-time high, if you sold, you will absolutely hate yourself. You'll hate yourself so much you might hang yourself, because that's how much money you're going to be missing out on. Especially, and you'll probably hang yourself not because like you missed out on that gains, but because you held XRP for 2 years just to sell at a marginal increase when it hit $4 or $3.80, whatever you consider the previous all-time high. I consider it basically $4 because that's easier to say than $3.70, $3.80, whatever it was, right? So be prepared, because it's not going to stop when it goes back. Like, it's just like Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin hits 20,000 again, it doesn't matter how terrible the network is, and I've gone over that enough. When Bitcoin breaks its previous all-time high again, all the idiots in the world are going to FOMO in, and it's just going to cause the price to rally. It doesn't matter that they're not going to realize that they're about to be charged like 50% of their $100 purchase or 60% of their $100 purchase in the Bitcoin when they buy it, because the network's so overloaded and the fees are out astronomical, right? VetBro marginal would be like, well, I guess from here to $4, that's a 20x, right? But you're taking a 20x and giving up like a 200x multiplier, right? You're taking if you put $1,000 in, you're taking 20,000 out when you could have had 200,000. These are very These are very, very different figures, right? Especially for a 6-month wait difference, right? I mean, so it's like that's what I mean by marginal, right? It's the amount of money that you can make holding a bag that you've bought at this range when we get to all-time high is virtually non-existent compared to what you could make if you hold the bag you bought here and sell it when we actually rally to $20, $30, $50. Notorious XRP in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome to the channel. Glad to see you in here. Hope you're doing good today. Mass adoption comes. It's coming. And 2020 is the year of the digital asset. Hey, Ripple said it first, right? I think Brad Garlinghouse was the one that was directly quoting saying that they used that for the title. But yeah, absolutely. 2020 is the year of the digital asset. We're likely to see all kinds of crazy growth this year. Let's see. Always keep some XRP forever. That too. That's the other thing that I always encourage everybody. Again, not financial advice, but it is financial advice, right? Like, just know that I am not a financial advisor who is essentially sharing with you financial advice, right? So take my words with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's my belief as well, that you should always hold on to a healthy bag of XRP. Like, take profits, absolutely. If you have bills to pay, if you have been holding for a long time and you got a fantastic sum of XRP and we go up to something crazy and you've got big numbers on your screen, hey, take a little bit, take 5%, take 10%, take a 6-month vacation, right? Take enough to take a 6-month vacation and leave the rest, sit on the rest, right? That's how it should work. And absolutely, if you aren't familiar with Notorious XRP, I can't believe I'm saying this, because like, if you're in the XRP community and if you don't know Notorious XRP, you need to go watch Notorious XRP's content. He will get you so hyped it's not even funny. And the clips that he pieces together, along with like the movie scenes that he plays out, they go so well, and it's just fantastic, just like the absolute best. I love your content, brother. You're like, it's such high quality. Like, Notorious doesn't create a lot of videos, but the videos he creates are just fantastic, especially if you've been in XRP for a while and you just need like those feel good vibes, those like amped up vibes. It's good stuff. It's great. It's great content. Love it. Stefan, what's up, bro? What's a healthy bag? A healthy bag, like, to hold on to for long term would probably be like I want to say 10,000, but that's what I tell people that they should have minimum is 10,000 to hold on to for long term, right? But yeah, like I'd say a healthy bag to hold on to like indefinitely would be minimum 5,000, right? Minimum you want to hold on to 5,000 for like life. But I'd even say 10,000 to hold on to for life, and then everything else is kind of cheddar, right? Notorious. What do I think about Italy going through Corda on 2020? Super stoked to see it happen. I'm excited to see what impact that has on volumes. It'll be interesting to see. I'm really hopeful that it ends up being just one more like compounding factor that causes XRP's price to rally in 2020 through further restriction of the XRP supply, right? But guys, we're up to 122 people. Please, we're about to wrap up the stream. I'm gonna do the TA one more time since there's 122 of you in the stream. I want to cover the TA real quick. I've been with the chat for a while, but I'm gonna cover the price one more time. So give me a like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe and ring that bell. And we're gonna cover this TA real quick one more time, just to break down, and we're gonna call the stream adieu, and I'll give everybody a shout out before we call it a day, right? So, real quick, what we're looking at right now is a nice healthy rally. Like anybody that was in the stream yesterday, like I had said, we are seeing the price. We saw the price bottoming yesterday, and so I said yesterday that we could see somewhere down around 99. We got that 99, and then we rallied. And the rally is a little bit lackluster. I was hoping yesterday. I think I was saying that we should be seeing around 22 cent. We didn't hit 22 cent yet. Now this could happen over the next few hours. We'll see. But as I point out a few times now, the RSI is peaking on the hourly. It needs to cool down on the hourly. Otherwise, if you look back here on historical, what we're doing right now, right here, is very similar to like right here, right? Or even let's see if we can find another one. Right here, right? So you see that what's going to either happen if we follow this trend, then we're going to dip down and it's going to be bearish, or if we follow this one, we're going to get a sharp dump down to probably the 20 cent. We'll come back here to our chart, down to the 20 cent or even 20.8 or 20.4, and then we'll get a nice sharp jump back up above the 70, or even it could play similar to this one, right? Because this is another point where it happened. It peaked and then it topped off again, and then it got a nice strong correction down, and then climbed way above, right? It got overheated, and that's what led to obviously this big monumental pump right here, right? So we could see that play out, and that if that's what happens, when it goes over again, that's probably going to be us going to 25 cents. So we'll see which of those plays out. It's hard to tell right now. It's literally impossible to tell which way it's going right now. But most indications on the hourly and on the 4 hour, the 4 hour is curving now. So even more evidence, since this is now curving, that it's going to correct. On the 30-minute, we're super overheated here again, right? So all indications seem to say that this is our short-term peak and that we need to come cool down, and then we'll see hopefully we'll see a leg up as long as we can set a higher low here on the 30-minute to hour chart, right? As long as on the hourly chart we set a higher low, then what's going to happen is we're going to, very similar to what we're doing here here, I'll show you the daily real quick. So very similar to what's going on the daily chart here. Let's bring this into view so you can actually see it. We're creating a massive daily cup and now a handle, right? So what's happening on the hourly beforehand is we want to see, I know I'm getting lines all over the screen, so it might be hard for some people to make out exactly what's going on here. But what we're seeing now on the hourly is the same thing, right? We're forming a cup and we want to see it form a handle here, and then we'll rally up, right? So we'll see if that's how it plays out. That's most likely what's going to happen in my opinion, hopefully. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I know a lot of people might be thinking that we're going lower. I know a lot of, we went over an article here that's skeptical. That's a little bit fuddy in it too. But all indications that I've seen seem to indicate that things are going in an upward direction for us. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. I'm gonna give everybody a quick shout out here, and we're gonna wrap up the stream. And hopefully, once again, if you are brand new to my stream, don't forget to hit that subscribe and ring that bell. I'm doing live streams every single day, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't get a short news video out yesterday or this morning rather, because there really wasn't anything to cover. There is some news going around about Siam Commercial Bank, partnering with Ripple, but we've known about this for months. We've known about this for a year, over a year now, right? So I could have covered that article, but I really didn't feel that it was necessary because I'm sure all of you know. So I'll try and find something to cover tonight before I go to bed. But there just wasn't anything for me to cover before I went to bed last night. That's why you guys didn't get a video this morning, U.S. time. So we'll get a video. We'll get a live stream again tomorrow on Saturday, and maybe I'll even get a video out for you to make up for not getting one to you for Friday, right? But let me get everybody shout out here in stream, and we're gonna call it a do. So Jesse XRP World, Andrew Nation, Lazy Lay, Notorious XRP, XRP Aussie, Mario, Robbie James, Razor P XRP, bro. Thank you for I enjoy you stirring the pot, but keep it chill. Have a good night. Light Yagami, perfectly stable Sharpie genius. I love your avatar. I love the name, bro. Service Tech, Shu, obviously, brother. Stay safe over there. Modern Vikings. Let's see who else we got in here. D Daniels, Jeff Hodge. How's it going, brother? Hope you're going good. Vetabro, thanks for tuning in. Stefan Daniels, pleasure as always. You say we don't think we'll dump after the banks start using it. We will break away from BTC. Absolutely, 110% agree, dude. And definitely worth shouting that comment out because that's a great one. Stephen Willits, go Navy, go Martians. Ooh yeah, brother. Ooh yeah, brother. Have a great one. Let's see who else we got in here. Moorish Prince, smash the likes as he says. Yes, appreciate everybody hitting those likes, pumping up those YouTube algos. Let's go. Madinifi? Man, that's a tongue twister of a name, but hope you're having a good one. Shout out loud. Got you, bro. XRP Bull 1987. Hopefully that's not your birth year, bro, because now you just compromised your Social Security with that. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Robbie James, hope you're having a good one, bro. Yo, what do you think about XRP price jump to 8,341 on Coinbase? Was it a glitch? Definitely a glitch. Definitely a glitch. I didn't even hear about that, but that sounds nutty. Stevie Ripple, thanks for this like, sub, and the bell, brother. Hope to see you in tomorrow's stream. Ojai Punk, what's up, bro? Ben, I didn't see you in chat earlier, but glad to see you popping by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys hodl the oddle. HODL your on-demand liquidity, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Sorry that some people are still asking questions, but we're wrapping up the stream. We hit that 1 hour mark. I got to trim 5 minutes off the stream so that I don't get copyright flagged. Even though it's not copyrighted, the music that I used at the beginning, YouTube has been flagging me. So I have to keep saying, this is not copyrighted music, and it's just obnoxious. But at any rate, that's something for another time. I hope you all have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope you guys are having a fantastic one. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one on Mars.